We all love Chick-fil-A, and the proof is in those drive-thru lines wrapping around the block. From suburban shopping centers to freeway exits, their restaurants have become fixtures of American life. Now, they're not the biggest chain by store count, but they average the highest sales per unit in the entire industry. After decades of growing from mall food courts to freestanding drive-thru models, Chick-fil-A continues to refine its real estate strategy with one thing in mind: throughput. In this episode, we'll look at where Chick-fil-A started, where they are now, and what they want in a site. And then we'll walk through a real-world example right here on what retailers want. Chick-fil-A started in 1946 when Truett Cathy opened the Dwarf Grill in Hapeville, Georgia, where he developed the original chicken sandwich recipe. In 1967, Cathy opened the first Chick-fil-A in the Greenbrier Mall in Atlanta, pioneering mall-based fast food. They dominated food courts through the 70s and 80s, then pivoted to the freestanding drive-thru focused stores in the 90s and 2000s. Today, they have over 3,000 locations nationwide, averaging around $8.7 million in annual sales per store, more than 5 times the QSR industry average, while being closed every Sunday. Chick-fil-A is different from most franchise systems. Corporate, not the operator, chooses the site, owns the real estate, and leases it back to the operator. This model gives Chick-fil-A complete control over site selection, layout, and brand experience. They design for throughput. Most locations can stack 60 to 75 cars in dual lanes, and in some markets, elevated kitchens with conveyor belts feed 4 lanes to keep service times under a minute per car. Because they're closed on Sundays, every other day has to hit peak capacity, especially lunch and dinner day parts. Chick-fil-A typically needs 1 to 2 acres for a 4,000 to 5,000 square foot building with ample drive-through stacking and smooth ingress and egress. They prioritize locations with over 30,000 vehicles per day, high population density, and co-tenancy with strong retail anchors like grocery stores and big box retailers. But here's a nuance. They're not just chasing high household incomes. They're chasing repeat traffic from a broad demographic base, meaning high visibility locations with consistent daily patterns often outperform purely affluent pockets. Here's a Chick-fil-A on San Pedro Avenue in San Antonio's North Central Corridor with direct access to major thoroughfares US 281 and Loop 1604. This area has become a retail and residential powerhouse over the last 2 decades. Traffic counts are over 100,000 vehicles per day on San Pedro and 281, giving the site constant exposure to commuters, residents, and shoppers. Within a 5-mile radius, there are 224,000 residents with a median household income of about $98,000. Population is projected to grow more than 4% in the next 5 years. Esri's tapestry segmentation shows a high concentration of modern minds and professional pride. Modern minds are younger, tech-savvy professionals, well-educated, socially active, and heavy users of dining and convenience services. They're health-conscious, but also value time and quality, which makes quick-service concepts like Chick-fil-A a part of their weekly routine. Professional pride represents affluent, established professionals and families in upscale suburban neighborhoods. They have high discretionary income, value brand loyalty, and are frequent users of dining out options that deliver both quality and consistency. Retail co-tenancy here is a big driver. Nearby, you'll find H-E-B, Target, Main Event, Chewy's, Academy Sports, Ross, Marshalls, multiple banks, and medical offices. This mix creates steady, repeat traffic throughout the week. Placer AI visit data shows strong year-round performance with sharp weekday lunch peaks from office workers and strong weekend traffic from families. The dual drive-through lanes and easy ingress-egress make it possible to capture all that demand without bottlenecks. From an investment perspective, Chick-fil-A is one of the most sought-after net lease tenants in the market. They typically sign 15 to 20-year ground leases with multiple 5-year extension options. Most are structured as triple net leases, meaning the tenant handles property taxes, insurance, and maintenance, providing a predictable income stream for landlords. Because corporate owns the land and building and controls the site, they rarely relocate or close locations that meet performance standards. This stability, combined with industry-leading sales per unit, makes Chick-fil-A properties trade at some of the lowest cap rates in the net lease sector. Chick-fil-A's success is built on more than just great chicken. It's about pairing a proven product with a site that can handle the demand. This San Pedro Ave location is a perfect example. High traffic counts, affluent and growing demographics, strong retail co-tenancy, and a physical layout designed for throughput. Now I want to hear from you. What retailer should we cover next? Drop a comment with the brand and even a location near you, and we might feature it in a future episode of What Retailers Want.